Te reo ererangi o te mānia. This episode was produced in Otatahi by Plains Media, with support from New Zealand On Air.
Today I'm lucky enough to have Jessie here from Dewdrops, talking all things postpartum. I'm feeling still kind of in this stage myself, so I'm really excited about this kōrero.
Thanks for joining us for Being Real Parents with me, Anna, and my colleague and buddy,
Kate. We work in the parenting space.
And it's here where we'll talk about our worlds as parents, the good, the not so good, and the hilarious, and mix this with what we know about behaviour and psychology.
Kia ora, Jessie. So nice to have you here.
Morena, thanks for having me here.
Yeah, so good. I am really excited about this because, like I said, I feel like I'm in this stage of my life still myself, and I'm just really excited to hear about what you guys do. So please, if you'd love to introduce yourself, that would be so cool.
Kia ora, my name is Jessie. So I am a mum of one. He is almost 5 in a couple of weeks, which is a whole new season of parenthood. But as I've discovered through every age and season, it's a journey.
Yeah.
And you're 17 months?
Yeah, I've got a 6-year-old as well.
6-year-old, so you're at 2 different seasons all at once. And,
totally.
So I created Dewdrops as a parent support. So there's a long-winded story that is a whole life of experiences that got me here. Yeah. But basically, I went into parenthood pretty confident that I was going to love it. Yeah. And, you hear all the just you waits and... just you wait, just wait. And then you hear this is going to be the most incredible thing of your whole life. Cherish every moment. It goes so fast. And then you kind of have your child and then it's there's so many things that come at you hot, fast, cold. Yeah. Sideswiped every sort of direction. And I had a long journey with my mental health prior to becoming a parent. And I thought that I had done all the hard work and I thought that I'd healed and was pretty self-aware, and then parenthood came and it was like, oh wow, I knew nothing. And so parenting without a village, parenting with those prior mental health things that tend to often come out, parenting as someone who liked control and liked to be on top of everything, and these little people come and all of that kind of goes out the window, and really saw a real need for support, like deeper support, like from pregnancy, that is sort of like between the just you waits and enjoy every minute. It's like, right, okay, so you're going to have this baby and it is going to be the most beautiful thing you've ever done in your life. You will probably love nothing more than this, but it will also challenge the heck out of you. And so entering postpartum with that sort of mindset, like I thought I did, but seeing that the load in the home and the overstimulation and all the things that there are to do, predominantly as a mother, but as a parent, and saw a real need for that. And so helping those people that do love the sense of control and do love to live in a tidy environment, know that anxiety and all those things are prone to getting them. So a support service that wraps around all that mental, emotional side of it, but also takes care of the physical in the home. So Dewdrops is a in-home support service that is designed to lighten the physical load, but in turn lighten that mental load. Yeah. And so if you're a parent, you'll know it's often all the physical things to do, but it's thinking about all the physical things to do. So we created this service to, lighten the physical load, but it's someone that comes in and isn't like, what do you need? What do you want me to do? We just come in and it's, I can see that you need these things done. So we're doing housework, laundry. First thing we do when we walk into a session is, Mum, have you eaten? Have you had a cup of tea? Putting the jug on, folding some laundry, having those real and human conversations in a really safe way, but also making a real big difference to the physical and mental environment of the whole entire home. So we're talking like older siblings as they adjust to new babies. It might be that first time mum just like questioning everything, wondering, is this normal? Am I supposed to find this so hard? No one told me this, or everyone told me that. And it's sort of parenting is just so different for every home, baby situation. Like, there is no consistent rule, path. There's nothing consistent there. So it's meeting everyone where they're at with support that covers lots of different bases. Yeah. To support parents not only physically but mentally, then in turn, supporting their mental health and that environment that these children grow up in.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that would have been all I can think of is 6 years ago. I would have loved that support. That, especially for me, having that first child, like you say, it's such a huge change in your world. And so much of what you said is so, I can, feel that deep within my soul, it is such a massive change. And how amazing that you guys exist.
It's cool, hey? And because I saw that need as someone that, people find it really hard to ask for help.
Yeah.
It's a very common thing, and we see it in so many homes. That was me, so that's the real angle of it. By being a service that is dedicated to doing this, it takes away that discomfort of asking for help and receiving it, because there's that sort of it's a service. It's not, you're not asking a friend, or it's we're there to help. So it sort of makes that aspect of a bit easier as well. But many, many layers. But we hear that so often, where were you when I had my baby? This is so needed. Wow, why is this not a thing? It's such a common conversation that we have. So it's really cool to have created something from my struggles and my challenges that universally just changes so much for other families. It's so special.
It's amazing.
It's real cool. I'm so grateful to get to do this work.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're listening to Being Real Parents on Plains Media, broadcasting on 96.9 FM, streaming live and available as a podcast on plains.org.nz.
So, Jessie, what does a kind of typical day look like for you when you're supporting a new whānau within this work?
Well, the thing about this work is there's no typical day.
Yeah,
every home is so different. We're supporting homes that are having their first babies. Yeah. We're supporting homes that are having their second, third, so on. We're supporting homes that, have higher medical needs. Yeah. We're a range of situations. Yeah. But like I said, that first question is, Mum, have you eaten?
Yeah.
Have you had a shower? Popping on the jug, making sure that mum and parents are nurtured, taking care of other children in the home. Often it's, if it's a nice sunny day, we're getting a load of laundry out straight away in the sun, or, we're seeing that the kitchen needs doing. Or so we're plotting away while we're having those first conversations with mum, getting to know them, not just mum, the parents, the home. And it's also variable. So, it tends to be dependent on what the family need that day. A lot of homes tend to know what they need. They know that they want food prep done. They know that they want maybe their bathroom tidied up or laundry focused on, or it might be that they want us to watch the babies so they can go and have a shower or a nap. Yeah. So it's all very variable, but it tends to sort of run on that, prioritising the well-being of parents and lightening that load in the home of whatever that looks like. Usually food prep, making mum a cup of tea, just checking in. It's so different every day. Some days we're taking the dog for a walk around the block. Some days we are pulling everything out of a cupboard and decluttering and organising a space. Just very variable.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
What amazing mahi though. Wow, that is huge. It's so important.
It's so important, and it's such rewarding mahi. And like I say, no 2 days the same. So it's really cool that we have that initiative and flexibility to adapt to every home and their needs. But it's going home at the end of the day and being with your own babies and knowing that there's a parent in their home just a little bit more calm, and they not have to worry about what's for dinner, or dad can come home from work and just everyone's just in a better nervous system state. Not always, but we can make, even if it's just a little bit of a difference to that, it's really cool. It's super rewarding as well.
I bet.
Yeah.
How do whānau link in with you guys? How does that process kind of work?
So everything's bookable online. So we run online bookings, so you can just jump on, pick your team member, like your desired team person. So everyone's got like a range of skills. So we've got qualified like doulas, life coaches, and community support workers, things like that, chefs. So you can go on and pick the team member that sort of like floats your boat, people that are all-rounders, or it might be a certain sort of thing that you need. So pick the team member that suits your family and home, and then book on in. So range of hours, all dependent on which team member can do what. But at the moment, we're onboarding more team members that have like weekend availability, evenings, overnight, so that like witching hour time. And so just all booking online, so you can check that out. And then also we have WINS funding as well. So
cool.
Homes that have twins or high needs situations. We have a whole lot of people who have children with disabilities, and they can use their disability allowances towards that and things. It's the tricky nature of funding is that it's always the paperwork that is associated with it. But there's always that too. So if someone has a case manager, getting in touch with them and we can work that out so they can get partially funded support. We also have a koha fund. Earlier in the year we did a big bunch of fundraising, so we've always got that sort of sitting there. So that financial barrier isn't always a thing. So if anyone needs that support, we've always got that sort of there, and we're talking to midwives and community support workers and social workers and things, and just saying if anyone feels like they need that, just please send them our way. So that's there as well, which is really cool, because
that's awesome.
While it's an amazing service, at the moment it is a bit of a luxury service. Going for funding and all of that is it's a lot, and it's something that down the line, so those smaller scale fundraisers that we can make it happen in the meantime is really special. But it is a little bit of a luxury service. And I don't think it should be a luxury service. I think everyone needs this, and I don't think people should have to pay for the service. I think it should just be a given, because imagine the world if that was a given to every home when they had their baby. Imagine. But at the moment, that's just what it is, and the rest will come from there. But so having that koha there is really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome that there's options. Hey, like you said, as you said, luxury. I was like, wow, as you say, it shouldn't be. It's such an important time. It's crucial. Hey, there's so much going on in that time.
You don't get it back. It's people talk about, soak up every moment all the time. The time goes fast, but you can't get it back, and you can't buy time. So it's where you're kind of buying yourself the gift of time with us. And so gift vouchers and things as well. So people are setting up while they're pregnant, or if they're having baby showers, they're like,
cool.
We've got everything we need for baby. Can you please, if you really feel like you want to get us something, Dewdrops voucher.
What an awesome baby shower gift.
Honestly,
that's
the best.
So good.
It's so cool.
Yeah. That's so good. It is such a, like you say, you can't get that time back. And I think if you're not in a great space during that time, and you come out of that down the track and you look back, that can be really hard, hey, that you're like, I didn't enjoy that time. Everyone talks about soaking it in and enjoying it, and I feel like I've almost been robbed of it a little bit.
What a conversation to have as my child almost turns 5, and I've been really reflecting on that this week, is that I let my head get in the way of something that was truly so special. And I, the overthinking, the questioning everything, the worrying that I didn't get to. And you don't have to enjoy every moment. That's bloody impossible, right? But to soak up the ones where you can, so that one day you can look back and be like, oh, I didn't rush it too much. Or, I do recall moments of soaking it up, that there's some beautiful memories. But often, especially if people have a brain that is, if we're neurodiverse, or, you're prone to being anxious, or all of those things. If you've got that, or postpartum psychosis, or you've had traumatic birth, or baby's been in NICU, all of those things will affect that time so much that will often cause that time to feel like such a blur. And, people, it's not till you get to these later stages that your children are 3, 4, 5, 6, even older, that you're like, wow, what they say is true.
Yeah, it is
what
true.
What they say is true. And at the time, you're like, oh, yeah. And then you're like, okay, yeah, both hits you.
Yeah. And I think for myself, doing it the second time, I was like, right, I'm not going to let that happen this time. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to, but even knowing that, and knowing that you'll look back and still have that period of time, it's still so hard. to allow yourself to do that.
Honestly,
it's huge.
One of my favourite aspects of this work is looking after second, third, fourth time parents, because it's often they'll get in touch while they're pregnant. They've had a very hard time with their mental health, trauma, all of that first time.
Yeah.
So they're like, right, I know what I needed. It wasn't socks. It was someone to make sure that I'd eaten and filled my fridge and all of that. And so I love that, because often, especially like second time around, it might be that something really challenging has actually happened in birth or whatever, but that mindset of a mother, and even though it's still hard and you're navigating a toddler alongside a baby, it's like it's not your first time doing all of that. You're not asking Google questions at 3 a.m. It's like you're more inclined to trust your intuition, and when you kind of tell yourself like, right, okay, it is temporary, it does pass, and because when someone else tells you that, you just kind of like, okay, oh yeah, whatever. Sure. But when you've been through it yourself, you're like, okay, I do actually know that it does pass. It's still allowed to feel really crap at the time, but you know
there is
that
an
it passes.
end.
And it's really cool to get to see people have a really, it doesn't have to be perfect, but a way more pleasant second, third. I mean, that's why people keep going on to have more babies, right?
Yeah.
It's really special to get to witness that and like see that confidence and seeing them having an opportunity to just soak it up a little bit more. Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh, yeah, I can really relate to that, yeah. Have you got, like, what do you wish people knew more about with that postpartum period, like whānau and obviously parents as well, but, like, to kind of be in that space? Do you think there's anything that we can kind of be doing to support ourselves to try and get into that space where we are soaking it in more?
Prepare for yourself, not just for your baby, right? Yeah. Especially that first baby. You've never had a baby before. The socks and the little outfits and all of that, like, it is exciting, and like we think about birth and we're like, we're so excited to meet our babies, but we don't often think like past that. And so it's postpartum preparation that's thinking about like, right, how is my mental health now? What's my plan? Am I going to talk to my partner? Am I going to talk to my mother or a trusted friend to just be like, hey, let's work a plan. So like if that challenges me, I've got a plan. Or it's thinking about like what your support network looks like. It might be that you have no whānau or no village, so it's making one. It's making one, which is hard to do and uncomfortable sometimes, but it's thinking about those little things, and it's what do you need and asking people for what you need. So it's, it's filling your fridge with food in your freezer. It's backing yourself up the resources that are there, like we're talking deeper than like Plunket and helplines and stuff like that. It's like actually speaking with your midwife or your doctor or other mums and getting onto mums groups and working out, like, I think about mums groups, it's a blurry space, but finding out about all the things that are there. So when you need them, they're easy for you to find. I think that's that. But also understanding the term matrescence. Yeah. So finding out, like, if you're going to do one thing while you're pregnant, look up matrescence. Yeah. It's not something that a lot of parents don't know about it. And it's not something I found out until I was about 18 months postpartum. I was like, oh my goodness, this all makes sense. Do you know matrescence?
No,
so
I don't.
Matrescence is the parental kind of version of adolescence. So it's the physical, hormonal, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, the whole change that you go through being a mother throughout your whole entire life. So you're thinking about the hormones and all of that. It's the rite of passage, the shift, the journey of becoming a mother. And so think about adolescence and the time that was, and then put your birth recovery, sleep deprivation, if that's happening for you, and all of this unlearning. You're learning to be a new person, and parents too, and parenting partners too. It's like you are completely in a different world of your life than you were before. And I don't think that we necessarily prepare enough for that shift. And so if we enter parenthood knowing that, like, right, my life is actually about to change, and I think we know, like, right, I'm going to be a mum, I'm going to be a parent, like, and we know that life won't be the same as it was before, but I don't think we prepare for the gravity of how much it will change.
Yeah, well, and we kind of don't know, do we? Like, I can relate to that, like you said at the start, around the fact that I was excited and I thought I was going to be, love every minute of it, and it was going to be like this amazing new shift. But actually, you then spend this time being like, my life is so different. Like, I can't just leave the house whenever I feel like, but, just walk out, grab the keys.
Yep.
I can't, like, I was no longer working full time, so I'd lost some of those connections, and, like, your whole world has changed.
Yep.
And then that kind of guilt of mourning that too.
Yeah, it is, and it's grief, and it's like there's resentment, and there's resentment for partners because they get to return to like normality, but then also they're going to work and worrying about their partner at home and all of that. It's such a ride, but I think you touched on it, the loss of self.
Yeah.
The loss of self and that loss of identity, and we see it often, and it was something that I definitely struggled with. Is I tried so hard to hold on to this old me, and I think that's what like stole those moments as well, is that we try so hard to sort of find ourselves, or not even like bounce back physically, we try to return to work or do the things that we did before, but we just can't always in the ways that we can, and it's a big shift, a big shift, and one that I just think is like a society and a community and as individuals, if we thought about this a bit bigger on that, like antenatal education and stuff like that. There's heaps more coming out about that now, but if we focused on that shift alongside getting ready for the baby, preparing yourself for the unpredictable. Like, you can't prepare for everything, so it's preparing yourself to face the unpreparable. Like, unpredictable as it comes.
As you best can.
As you best can. And
you don't know, like you say, what that's going to look like for sure.
Yeah, it's ever evolving.
Yeah.
It's a ride.
Yeah.
Just got to hold on.
It totally is a ride. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
But like you say, I think, creating that village is a massive part of that, hey?
Yep.
Like making sure that you do have some supports.
And getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, because it's like asking for help and letting people see you vulnerable. And when someone is around and they're like, hey, I'll just fold this washing for you, just let them do it. Like, no one loves a hero. Just like, people wouldn't offer to help you if they didn't want to help you.
Yeah.
Like, just let them.
Yeah.
Let people and let people help you, because it's, even if it's not for you, if you find it hard as a parent, think about it helping your babies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's such a, it's a great way of looking at it. Hey, if you can't do it for yourself, then just do it for them.
Yeah, because they rely on you. Like, that's all a baby knows, is and they just so feed off your nervous system, like as a parent, like, and if you're stressed, then our babies are in that environment. So it's like letting people take care of you so you can take care of them. Yeah. Because that's all they need from you. They don't need fancy things, they need you.
Yeah. Well, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So for our top tips today, Jessie's going to run us through these.
I think my top tip would be trust yourself. Trust yourself. You grew your baby, you knew them before the world.
Yeah.
Obviously, always a place for medicine and external support. Trust yourself. Back yourself. You know yourself. Prepare for what could come, what may come, in a sense that doesn't bring you anxiety, but allows you to be prepared when or should things pop up. And allow people to support you. Let them in. Find your village. If there is no village, sometimes we do just have to find that, and it might just be that one mum that you click with, letting her help you take your baby, watch them while you have a shower, letting people around you help, and also asking for help yourself where you need it.
Awesome. Thanks for being with us today.
We hope you've learned that while parenting is challenging sometimes, that's totally normal. It's been fun having you with us. Keep being amazing.